Okay, so let's talk about a quick update here, because the market's finally decided to move today, and apparently they're going to shift a little bit because it's Friday. It's also expiry week on options. So here's the deal: we initially had proposed an ABC correction here. Okay. Couple of things that we need to pay attention to real quick. First of all, USDX reached for the EMAs as initially proposed. Okay, still looking to make sort of a transition here to either go out, or we could come down here, make one more touch, and then out. Okay. Both of these are possible. It's hard to say which one, but we're still looking at trying to get a full extension here on the correction. So give it some time. But really, everything right now is just relying on USDX, unfortunately. So what does that mean for indices? For starters, this means that we probably need to change the proposed correction. This probably isn't even going to be an ABC anymore. It's probably going to turn into a WXY, unfortunately. For now, looking at this low as a point of control. Okay. If we break this low, then this little bullshit is done and we die. Okay. If we hold this low and we bounce, and we break the high here, then we should rise nicely up into our zones. Oh yeah, here, let me show you guys this real quick. Check this out. Remember how we were shorting starting at 39.50? Watch this. 39.49.50. 50 points. 50 points. So, let's get rid of this for now. That's trash. Let's get rid of the box for now. That's trash. If you took the RTY short, if you got short from here initially, I'm sorry, from up here, good for you. We're still printing. We're down, let's see, 1760. Let's say you averaged in at 1836. So we're down 70 points-ish on the short, which is amazing. Great returns. That's why I did a June expiry on these, because it's a longer play. We should see a continued downside. So it's hard to say what happens here. I mean, again, we could be doing this, right? Could. I'm not saying we are. And if that's the case, we just need to get rid of all of this. Also, as proposed, 2 could be complete here, and we are now making 3. And this would be obsolete. So, what does that mean for cryptos? Well, let's take a look. Same type of deal. For now, let's pull this off. Let's pull this off. Failing the channel once again. Not a good sign. If this makes a new low, then we extend our X. Hold on, let me slide this over. If this makes a new low, then we extend our X as previously discussed in yesterday's video. This was the original proposition of Bitcoin, is to come down to here. So this very well could be the move that it's making at this time. This is also why I have recommended no trading in this zone. Even though we were expecting upside, we needed to hold this X as the low. Initially, it looked good. We got up into the EMAs, but we're failing the EMAs. So for now, either this holds and we have a continuation up, or we make a new low, challenge this low here, and we either fail and the proposed WXY is a failure, or we have a continuation back up to reach a full 1.0 extension. Okay. For now, I'm going to leave this. This is valid for now. Okay. It's valid until it breaks. So looking at this zone to break here, if we do, new low. If we bounce, great. But again, this is why it's a no trade zone for me. If you shorted here, awesome, good for you. Wasn't part of my setup, but again, this is why I discussed this in my previous video earlier today. It's just not a good trade zone for me. So what does that mean for the other ones? Let's go ahead and get rid of the ABC corrections for now. Let's get rid of my target box for now. Fortunately, it's just how it plays out sometimes. Waiting for confirmations. Ethereum, kind of the same deal. Waiting for confirmations. Looks like we're just going to be making an extended play here, unfortunately. So I'll leave all this stuff here. Was really hoping for this WXY to play, because that's kind of how it's been unfolding so far. It is a complex correction structure. But as always, I mean, we can just completely fail. I mean, really, this could be like, let's go to Bitcoin, okay? This could be the B, a really shallow pullback, okay? A truncated correction up, a shallow B, or this could have been a 1, or maybe a 1, a 3. No, that wouldn't work. So just a shallow correction. It very well could have been. Not really sure yet until this decides to do something. Either break the low or push high. So for now, sitting flat, waiting. You know, ES is getting really close to breaking this low. Now, if the indices break the low here, okay, let's go ahead and put a low here as well. If the indices break the low, then my thoughts are Bitcoin will break its low. Okay. That's what I'm proposing for now. So big time watch here on this to see where does it go. I mean, fuck, man. We just really missed out on some opportunity here if Bitcoin doesn't hold its own. I really wanted to see this so we could have a nice short. So for now, just waiting. If I can restructure these wave counts kind of in midday, then I'll see if I can come up with something for you guys. But as you can see, the relationship between USDX and indices is quite clear. A push up on USDX equals a dive on indices. Indices dive, Bitcoin dives. Bitcoin dives, then Litecoin and Ethereum should follow, depending on how these go. Now, Litecoin's been the one making new lows more consistently than Bitcoin. So if we get a new low out of Litecoin before Bitcoin, then expect Bitcoin to go ahead and make the new low. NQ is holding. Maybe this is what's going to help ES and RTY to chill out. I hope. We'll see. For now, you know, again, this is why I recommended, you know, our uni spot is down in this zone here. Okay. We're still in profits. We're doing fine. I'm not going to have really I'm not going to sell out of this thing yet. Of course, if Bitcoin makes its new low, then, you know, off we go. So anyways, quick mid-morning update. Hope you guys enjoyed.